Nobody can follow Dick Foster. Look, I brought notes, Dick. When you get old, I'm not as old as Dick, but he's better looking. He's better looking. He can wear his clothes better than I do. Everything hangs perfectly. God bless him. If there's any single ladies out there, he is available. I'll carry her out. Okay. I asked Ashley if it's okay if I tell a joke. She said, fine, go ahead and do it. So I'm going to tell a short story. It's an Irish story. It goes back to lovely Ireland about a century ago. And if you've ever been to Ireland, the countryside, it's all farms. And this beautiful couple, Mike and Mary, they've been going together 7 years. They finally decided to get married. The Irish are a little slow on the pickup, but they got married, and within a short period of time, Mary whispered to Mike, I'm with child, Mike, I'm with child. And he was overjoyed. And he ran down to the pub to tell his buddies he's going to have a child. And the days and weeks passed by. Finally, his wife said, it's time, Mike. Go down and get the midwife. So he went down and got the midwife. She came. She brought a big lantern with her. And she said to him, you stay here, Mike. He said, I want to go down to the pub. Come get me when the baby's born. And she said, oh, no, you hold up the light so I can see what's going on. And he held up the light, and great and wonderful things happened. He had a baby boy. And he was overjoyed. His heart was pounding. Sweat was coming off him. He said, please let me go down now and get a pint. And the midwife said, oh, no. You're not done yet. Hold that lantern up high. Held it up high once more, and great and wonderful things happened. He had a second son. His legs got a little wobbly, and he was a little nervous. He said, I'm going down and get a drink. He said, forget the beer, I'm going to the hospital. And the midwife said, hold it up once more. And no, you wouldn't believe it. Yes, great and wonderful things happened. Another son. Well, he was out of breath. His wife was doing fine. He said, can I leave now? And the midwife said, no, once more, hold it up. And great and wonderful things happened. And he had another son, 4 sons. He dropped to his knees. He said to his wife, do you think it's the light that's attracting them? I'm supposed to hold the lantern up and talk a little about Ashley and cover Dick and I for why Democrats are becoming Republicans. And really, I jotted down a few notes. Why has the Democratic Party turned to the left? It's so far to the left, they have a problem coming out of a supermarket. But they're not playing with little things, little tinker toys. They're playing with your family, your children, and what is the future of this country. They asked Ronald Reagan, why'd you leave the Democratic Party? Reagan, in the late 30s, early 40s, was a registered Democrat and a liberal. Then he left and became governor of California, and the rest is history. His answer to them was, they left me, I didn't leave them. And that's what's happening today. Dick, Ronnie, Mr. Laporcio, the singer, he might grace us with the national anthem, if he can remember it. And some of these other wonderful people who hold office. What I have a hard time, really, my 8 years as Speaker, I gained a relationship with Tip O'Neill, who was Mr. Democrat. But Tip used to like about 4 fingers of good bourbon, and he would tell you exactly what was going on in Congress. And he said, Matty, don't ever give up the power you have in Rhode Island, because the liberals within my party are going to turn it upside down. That's probably 1984. The reason I got to know him so well, his daughter married one of the reps that was from Cranston. Anyway, Tip O'Neill wasn't wrong, and I'm just gonna, I don't want to talk too much longer because I don't want to keep Ashley, but in 1981, Reagan was president, and everything became block grants. And there were a group of men on the Finance Committee and women, Tommy Lamb, the auto dealer, Bobby Tucker, the labor leader, a fellow by the name of, oh God, don't get old. His name escapes me, but he ran W.R. Grace. He was the financial man for W.R. Grace. And they put together what we call a bonus welfare program. And what we chose were women that were on AFDC as age-dependent children who have been on for 60 months or more. And we gave them $1,000 to buy clothes, get their car fixed, and we gave them health care for their children. 83% of those ladies that took advantage of that program never went back to food stamps. They got their dignity back. And I'm ashamed to tell you this, but the program ended because the director of social welfare did not want to lose the clients, and he wouldn't put notices in the checks as to this program. And it died an unhappy death in 1984. But anyway, they asked me to say a few words about Ashley. This is the easiest part. I'm going to mention a couple of things that have struck me about being with her on the road, trying to get people interest aroused like it is tonight, trying to get people to realize what's happening and what's happening to Rhode Island. Ashley has a wonderful view of Rhode Island. It's a tiny state. Most things can be fixed. Not overnight, but can be fixed 4 to 8 years. And she's willing to do it. She's not afraid. Well, as I told Emma, where's Emma? I saw her. There she is. She said, say something about Ashley. Okay. Well, first I'm going to use 2 B's. First one is Ashley's beauty. And I'm not talking about her physical beauty, which is easy to see, and that is passing time. That passes in time. Everybody gets old. I'm talking about, and I'm not telling you you're getting old. She's only 39. I'm 81. I'm old. But I'm talking about her interior beauty. The things that I've noticed over the past few months. Her love for her boys. A couple of them are here tonight. I think they're selling apples. No, they're not. They're right over there. They're with Emma. Always thinking of the kids. No matter where we are, what we're doing. And then, as we were getting closer and closer to Rhode Island, was hoping that her husband would get here. I haven't met her husband. I believe he's there. There he is. I guessed it was you. You look wealthy. Is that all right? You gotta make the people laugh, because when I introduce you... No, I apologize for that. That was only a rude comment. She always talks about her husband getting here, closing up the business in Chicago, giving back to Rhode Island. What I also know about her is the way she treats people. She doesn't talk down to people. Politicians have a terrible, terrible habit of talking down to people. Even on the phone, she treats everyone with courtesy. Those are the traits we look for in a human being that is caring. Secondly, Ashley's brains. I've been with a lot of people. I've been in politics a long time. I started in 1968 as a speechwriter. Some of you weren't even born.
I was 8.
You were 8. I remember you, though. We tried to get you to vote. We gave you... You look good for 8, though. Ashley's brain. She's a quick study. What amazed everyone, especially me, is her ability to absorb the budget. Now, if you ever looked at the state budget, it's 880 pages plus 2 supplements. And it's the most confusing damn thing on purpose. She was able to consume that, absorb it, and speak to it, especially to the so-called surplus. She had the guts to oppose the soccer stadium. She had the guts to oppose the Superman building. There's no reason to believe she'll ever change from what you see now and her aggressiveness with her ability to absorb what goes on in this wonderful state of ours. But if we don't make it, you're going back on that same merry-go-round. The music changes, the horses don't, and the price only goes up. But if you give this young lady a chance, God bless you as you come up here and take the...